When I tell you I was starving, I have not eaten today.
Oh.
Ugh.
Yeah, I kind of forgot.
It happens. So, I mean, I had a singular donut, so I mean, I'm not much better.
What kind of donut?
The original glaze, but they actually put like a buttercream inside of it.
Nice.
No, they're epic.
I kind of want to get Voodoo Donuts again.
They're in Orlando.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I don't even know.
It's
really good. It's really good.
Have you ever tried some lime donuts up here?
no.
They're good.
Yeah.
Their donut shop open until like 3 a.m.
What is a voodoo donut?
Voodoo Donut. It's just a really good donut chain.
Oh, it's a company. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it started in Portland, and
These
then
donuts be casting a spell.
Yeah. No,
it's
Well, does that mean if I bite a donut, someone dies?
no. They have it's just like their brand. They have like different like signature donuts. Like they have the Voodoo Donut, which is in the shape of a voodoo doll, and then they also
What?
yeah, it's in the shape of a voodoo doll.
Yeah, when I googled it, that was like the first thing that came up.
Yeah, and then they also have one called the Gay Bar Donut, which is just like those maple bar donuts, but instead it has like pride colors.
Oh, that's cute.
We appreciate. Oh, that's so cute. They have like a face and a mustache on their one. That's cute. Oh, there's Voodoo Doll. Oh, so it's jelly. It's a jelly filled donut.
Oh, I'm about to order another stack. This joint going too crazy.
They have a donut that's a blunt.
Yeah.
What?
Huh?
I'm putting this up.
It's literally like shaped like that, and they put like red sprinkles on the end.
I ain't dead.
I know before they had one where it was just covered in Captain Crunch. That one was pretty good. They had one that had like bubble gum. It came with a bubble gum like
They
that.
have. It's still
The
here.
double bubble. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Voodoo
Bubble.
Ew, that sounds gross.
If I remember, they had one that like had like cough syrup. So like when you order it, it came with like a little like cup of cough syrup too.
Ew.
But they ended up having to like take that down because the FDA was on their asses.
Yeah. Bruh.
I'm dead. Not they had people drinking cough syrup.
I mean, okay, like there's a difference between being like, okay, we have like one of a kind donuts, and then there's like just that. Because some of them are like, okay, this is kind of cool, but like realistically, not gonna lie, I would probably just get a standard donut from them because I don't trust any of their like obscure ones.
They do have really good donuts, and I think most people go for like the donuts and like I guess how'd you say it, the
Well, they're going to go
It's
for the
the-
unique ones.
yeah, the novelty,
Yeah.
the novelty and the
If you're gonna
experience.
go somewhere out of your way, you're gonna be like, well, like you can get a like quote unquote glazed donut from just about any donut shop, but like you can't get a.
Literally.
I mean, technically, I looked at what the Voodoo Donut is, and yes, you can. It's literally a raspberry-filled donut with chocolate on top.
But
I've seen that before.
It wouldn't be from Voodoo Donuts. That's what I'm saying.
Sure, I don't like raspberry jam,
Yeah,
so
I'm
like
not a fan of it either.
so it's like it's cool, but like I wouldn't get it. You know, I'm like, even for the novelty value, like I'm not gonna spend money on something I know I'm not gonna enjoy.
Ooh, a pickle donut. Ooh.
Nasty.
I have one called the Ring of Fire.
That's
Yeah.
funny. I saw one when you were scrolling. It had a pentagram on it. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, the Diablos.
I was like, oh my.
Okay, I think we're just gonna go ahead and start. Okay.
This isn't the start of it?
Oh, I was gonna do the
Right.
intro. This was gonna be the little thing before the episode, and then the intro. You know.
You got all this like formality. I was just like, oh.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
The epilogue.
The epilogue before the actual episode.
Oy.
Okay. Hey everybody, before today's episode, I wanted to promote our Patreon. If you didn't know, we have a Patreon. The Patreon helps supports the Couch Corp podcast. Sign up and join today, and you'll be given special perks. Perks like Discord roles, as well as mini episodes throughout the week. You'll also get exclusive content like bloopers, highlight reels, and much more. And if you get the top tier, you get a free drawing by us in our own art style. And for any tier, you get a shout out on every episode that we produce. So do go and join our Patreon today if you can. It really helps supports the podcast. Now let's get right into the episode. Welcome to another Couch Corp Podcast. This is episode 13. We're doing another Hangout episode. Holy crap, it's episode 5 of the Hangout episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Of just like, when we
The
just vibe.
series.
Well, it's the. What I'm more impressive is that it's the 13th week we've done this.
Heck yeah.
Right.
13
Consecutively,
going.
period. We gotta celebrate when we get to 20.
That's crazy, yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess.
No, when we hit 6 months, now that's gonna be crazy.
Oof.
Yeah.
Because like you think, because you hear 6 months, you're like, wow, that's a lot of time. But you think we're literally already on like, it's already been like 3 months. We're already halfway there.
Well, damn.
We're halfway there. We're looking good now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was thinking like, oh, da 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 da,
Living on
but
prayer.
you went somewhere completely different.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Good time.
I was like, oh, I know where this is going. Oh, never mind. I do not know where this is going.
Well, did you even finish the intro?
Yeah, I finished the intro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just a short and sweet,
alright.
like,
Short
welcome
and
to the
sweet
podcast.
to the point. Yeah.
Nice.
So. Oh.
Also,
You should-
don't be surprised if Twitch just breaks today.
Oh yeah.
There's a subathon going on, and apparently Twitch broke like not 20 minutes ago. It broke like an hour ago, according to one of my mutuals. So, don't be surprised if it starts just like.
So, are you
Freaking
saying
out.
I should be recording on my end? Is what you're saying?
No.
Yeah.
The VODs will be fine. No, the VODs are gonna be fine. I'm just saying, like, sometimes, what happens when, like, usually if, like, one stream is just going, like, freaking ham, sometimes, like, it just gets a little laggy during the stream, and it's, like, not from our part, it's just from Twitch's part, but, like, the VOD itself is fine. Nothing, like, that wise will be interfered. It's just sometimes, like, stuff like this happens, and, like, Twitch freaks out a little bit. The
Yeah.
website itself freaks out a little bit, but everything's gonna be fine. It's just
Yeah.
like if it starts getting a little glitchy, that's why.
Yeah.
Why is Asher cussing you out?
Because I'm talking and she wants my attention. She's very upset at me for that. I'm not like constantly giving. Sure.
Yo, look at
Wow.
me.
Why?
So she's Tinkerbell. Perfect.
She's just like she's literally just like pacing in her room. What are you doing? Oh, well, she's raising the volume.
So, how was y'all's week? How's everything going?
Well, let me tell you, Shawty. So, to begin, Monday. First of all, it seemed like everybody I know had a birthday this week. You know, the week of the Aries. It was hectic. It was
There
ridiculous.
have been a lot of birthdays lately, actually, now that you say that. Oh
Thank
my
you.
god.
Yes. And I was like, okay, so, you know, birthday extravaganza, but that's not important. So, you know, I got bored earlier this week, and I downloaded Bumble, right? And I was like,
Okay.
Oh no.
I was like, these dating apps are pretty entertaining. Like,
They're
you know,
Yeah.
they are funny. Like, it's just funny. And, you know, everybody a catfish on there, including me. Because, you know, the pictures that you put up,
Including me.
no, but literally, because I be looking like a crackhead half the time. Y'all know, y'all see me in my less than prime. But, you know, you be putting up them nice pictures, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And so, you know, I be swiping right. So, the first encounter, because I was like, I'm gonna do something a little different. You know, first encounter I had, it was okay. They talk so much. Like, I went to go hang out with them. And we watched an anime movie together. We watched Roger Wave, because I seen it on Instagram. And I was like, ooh, that looks like a really good movie. Same animation as Devilman Crybaby. Didn't really care for the, art style. Didn't really catch much with the art style or the plot. Yeah. But, you know, I still wanted to watch it. They talked the entire movie. There was not a moment where they were quiet. And so after the movie ended, I was like, you know, you talk a lot. And they're like, is that a bad thing? And I was like, in my head, I was like, absolutely, because there's no reason. There's no reason you should be talking this damn much. And so I was like, whatever. I had to block him for, reasons that we cannot talk about on this podcast. But, I was like, oh God. So then I decided to try my luck again because I got bored. So this next time I met somebody and I swiped right on them because they had pink hair. And I was like, OMG, like, it's so vibrantly pink. This is beautiful. And so I was like, I like your hair. You look like Lars from Steven Universe after he died. And he was like,
He died.
Yeah, because he turned pink.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about, but just the, after he died, he got
Yeah.
resurrected. Like,
Yeah, after he got resurrected. And he was like, he died? And I was like, yeah, sorry, shawty. And so then they were like, I'm gonna have
yeah,
to.
Cartoon Network has some real dark themes sometimes. Sorry.
Yes. And then they were like, okay. And so, we talked. And I found out they go to a school close to my house, about 20 minutes away. So I went to go hang out with them. They're pretty cool, but we have like entirely too much in common. Like it was weird. Like we kind of like the same things. Their nickname is Jam, just like how some people call me Jam. And we just have a lot in common. And then I found out that he knows my family who lives in Villa Rica because they all go to the same church. And I was like, yo, because my little sister has a different mom. And so he knows her mom. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. So now I have a new soulmate, I guess. The world's tiny, ain't it? But if you ever get bored, this is not an endorsement. Get on Bumble or any other dating app for that matter. The end. It's the crickets for me.
I don't know. I don't really get into that as much as a lot of people do. I don't know. I guess it's just me.
I was just bored, honestly.
I get it. I get it completely.
The only time I was ever on a dating app was literally when we were all on campus, and a bunch of us made Tinder accounts just for shits and giggles.
Exactly.
And like I literally have not opened it since then, and it's been like a year and a half. Like I have not opened that app. I literally just made the account. Like all the images on it were memes. Like it was I literally put the "this is fine" meme in my as my image. Like I took the different panels and that was my profile. It was literally just memes basically. And it's like a picture of me from like high school. Like it was literally like I could not care less, and I was just in basically the whole demeanor. I'm like, if you're gonna take this seriously, I don't know what you want from me. Like I'm
right. Like sorry, shawty.
Yeah, sorry, shawty. Asher, please. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it works with some people. Hell, like my mom and my stepdad technically met on like an online dating site. So I mean, like, for some people it works, but for some people like it doesn't work for them, and usually just depends on like personality and just how they interact with people. It just sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and there's that's how it is.
Yeah.
Oh. Man, I'm the type of person that likes to be able to just go out and meet people.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a lot more interesting. Plus, you're getting everything. You're getting pretty much like what you see in front of you, and you just gotta kind of.
It's a lot harder to get catfished.
Yeah. So like when you show up, it's like it's like look, like I know what you look like, and I know what you're kind of about. Like while we're like talking or something, and like I just have to keep talking to you to get to know more about you and like understand you, and that's how I think that's a lot more interesting than just looking at somebody's profile or something.
Yeah, that's another reason I decided to just go meet people. Like after I found out that they're not insane.
That is always a good thing. You do not want to hang out with a psychopath. That might
Yeah,
not
but
end well.
correct. But I always got my thing on me, my two piece. But also, my two piece. Anyways, but I just had to. I'd be making sure people know. I'd be like, I put it in their brain. I'd be like, I could be a psychopath, right? And then they're scared of you.
Wait,
So
you have the pew pew on you?
no, not the pew pew. I wish I had a pew pew. I'm not old enough to have a pew pew yet.
Oh yeah, you gotta be 21.
Yeah, I got that. I got that Sharpie, that sharp, and that.
Well, I don't think I want to go into loopholes of how you can get a pew pew.
Maybe not on stream.
Not on stream.
Yeah, I really do not want to be legally held accountable for someone like.
We can talk about
This
it
is
later.
a disclaimer. We do not.
We do not endorse any of that.
We
We don't endorse. We don't endorse illegalities.
Couch Corp podcast does not endorse the.
We are all
illegal
law-abiding
use of it.
citizens.
We are. Yeah.
For the most part.
Hey, Gabe.
Come on now, y'all better stop. You better stop acting like you ain't never recorded a song on your phone so you can have it as your ringtone.
I actually didn't. I actually
Yeah.
never did.
I
also never fucking called people or set a ringtone because I always had my phone on silent, so I never needed to.
Oh dang! I was gonna say, guess I'm living in poverty then. Sheesh.
No, I didn't buy
I'm
it.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Bold of you to assume I had a smartphone until I was in like high school.
Oh yeah, you did tell us about your Nokia phone that you won out of your that arcade game.
Yeah, and then I got a slide. I got like the slide keyboard one, and then I had that for a while. Let's call it that. It was basically, it honestly probably like could be thrown at a wall like a Nokia and still be intact.
Not
where it is,
at
though.
all.
See, I had
No, like-
a Nokia that was like the size of like my finger.
Huh?
Yeah, it was
That's
like it was a
okay.
Nokia. It had a small little screen and it had the digits, like the number
The
pad.
number pad?
It only had the number pad.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot
and-
of phones were like that.
Yeah, and so I had that.
I mean, beat me if you want to reach me.
Yeah, pretty much. And it would always
I'm
like
sorry.
beep boop 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 every time I moved it, like
Yeah.
one of the buttons. I'm like, oh gosh.
Yeah, that's how my vending machine phone was. It was just that, and then the one I had was just like that, but like you could slide it sideways to get like a really tiny keyboard that you could type on. But besides that, like it was literally like you couldn't do anything. Like it was cool, like ooh, I can slide it, and like me basically being like I have attention issues and I constantly need to be doing something. I would just be like playing with this thing like it was a stress toy. Like I'm pretty sure I broke the mechanism, like honestly, because I kept just like open close, like yeah. But the thing with that phone was I remember I asked because like in for those of you guys that, because some viewers I feel like are either going to be like young, like so young that like smartphones have always existed, or like on the other end of like they were just before this. But like when smartphones came into like when like the first iPhone came out in like 2010, 2009, like
I think it was like 2008.
okay, well it started getting popular.
Yeah, it was popular around
And-
like 2010.
Yeah, like they started really going into like the circuit. I feel like of being like, oh, people have iPhones around 2010, and I went to a school that like was such a clusterfuck of all social classes, where like there were really rich kids, and then there was kids on the other end. Like the whole grand scheme smashed into one school, and it wasn't even that big of a school, but it was just like how my county was. So like there would be a bunch of kids with iPhones, and I'm like, what the hell's that? I'm like, what is that? And then like a bunch of people I was hanging out with all of a sudden had phones, not necessarily smartphones, but they all had phones, and I'm like, and they'd be like, and they'd come up to me, I'm like, yo, what's your phone number? And I'm like, I don't have one. Like they're like, oh, well, how are we gonna talk to you after at home? And I'm like, oh,
Call me on my landline. I don't know. What the?
Oh god.
Right,
Messenger
I don't
pigeon.
know.
Messenger
Yeah, I
pigeon.
had a
Not
landline, but I
messenger
didn't use it.
pigeon.
Smoke signal.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was just one of those things. I'm like, oh, because we all like, because the district was like big enough that like you couldn't just like walk to someone's house because it was like people lived across like a 30-minute
Oh,
drive with like a couple highways, you know. So it was like,
See, that's the difference between like Atlanta and like some of these outside like.
well, it was a
cities and
suburb.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like
city versus suburb usually.
yeah.
It's just more distant. But like I remember I got an iPod Touch. It was the iPod. It was the 3 because it was the one before they had a camera.
Yeah.
And I basically utilized that thing to the max because I turned it into a fully functioning phone without needing to pay for data.
oh, impressive.
Yeah, because like I had like these friends that were texting and shit, and they're like, "How do you do it?" So I downloaded an app. I don't even think this. Okay,
Is it like
the app
WhatsApp or
itself
whatever?
probably exists anymore, but like it probably hasn't been updated since like 2014, so it probably like you can't even functionally use this app anymore. But it was called Text Plus,
Yeah.
and it was this
Oh,
app.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh hell yeah! Oh, I met like all my original online friends on there. Like honestly,
Correct.
like people go, "Oh, MySpace." I'm like, no, Text Plus. Like that was my MySpace was Text Plus communities.
MySpace-
like
my
honestly.
MySpace was dead.
I never had MySpace.
Oh, I
Never.
didn't. Well, I wasn't on like actual social medias before it died. I was literally just on like Text Plus talking to people there. I didn't have like
We need
an
to-
online profile.
Well, people
Bring
were
MySpace
telling
back.
me people were telling me about it, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll
MySpace?
get it. Yeah, and
Oh,
I was just like, whatever. And I don't know. It's I don't even think it's still like people still use it. That's the thing.
They don't.
nah, I don't even know if they still pay for. Well, they probably still pay for the
Oh, it's
servers to
still
keep it up
up.
and running,
Yeah, it's
but like
still up.
no one uses it. It probably is just one of those things that like it has the basic
Let's get
ad
MySpace
revenue
back
that
on the
just
scene.
keep it alive.
Oh,
It says it's mostly for like music.
Well, yeah, I remember like it was like there's a app that literally like just got it just got open for like community use. It was in beta testing for a while, but it just like officially I think opened up. It's called like Artful,
Mm-hmm.
and like from what I understand about MySpace, like that's basically how that started as. It was supposed to be like it's like a social media, but more like specific like media oriented. Like of the people that use it or something. I don't know. Because like when I hear about it,
shit.
a lot of the people that talk about it are like people that actively do media related things, and not a lot of people I've known that like had it didn't go down that path. At least that's the common denominator I found from
Yeah.
MySpace.
Oh, that's crazy. Yo, what? Okay, I'm gonna pull this up on stream because I remember a while ago. So like, I remember like a long time ago, Skrillex got big on. It was on MySpace, and it's still up. That's crazy.
But yeah, all
It's
the profiles
still
are still
going.
up and running.
It was just
Yeah.
weird because I remember it being like that's how like Skrillex got his start with social media.
Mhm.
It's wild.
In the social media.
I know what I want to talk about.
Wait, what?
What do you want to talk
Talk
about?
about Alcatraz.
Alcatraz?
Okay. Anything specific about it, or
No, so I was just thinking about it, and I don't know why it came up in my brain, but I just wanted to talk about Alcatraz. So let's get it. First of all, how big do you think the rats are in Alcatraz? Because I feel like they're like
The rodents?
medium.
Are there even rats on the island?
That's
what
a
I was
good
thinking. I don't think
question.
there is.
Because I've heard
naturally
some.
no, unless they got like moved over or they
That's-
came over on a boat. That'd be
Yeah, that's
Can
what I
rats
was
swim?
thinking. Like they
Not
they can
that far.
swim. I know
Rats
they
can
can
swim.
swim, but like even with like that ocean, I mean, there's gonna be
the
like
tide would take them out.
tide and then other predators and
I
stuff
get
that
it.
would take them.
Yeah, I don't think there's rats on the island.
Well, it's like the equivalent. Like a small animal can swim in a pond, but they're not gonna swim across the the natural ocean barrier there is in between like the coast and that prison. Like,
Oh, I wouldn't either.
like, yeah, a rat's not gonna live that journey.
I'm
just
pretty
by
sure a
swimming
rat
over
probably
there.
would get on a boat and end up
No,
there, but they wouldn't
No,
last long.
that's what I'm saying. If there are, that's how they got there.
Yeah,
They
the
just-
rat wouldn't last long though. They would just
We'll probably
there's
eat
no
them.
food on the island other than other rats, and if they want to get
Oh,
they wanna
they
get
eat
cannibal.
insects a lot of times too, and there's gonna be insects there.
Bro, there are. They're mice.
Okay, yeah.
Because I know,
Why are they so
like,
big?
I mean,
I
there's
don't know. There's probably no
They're
natural
free.
predators.
that too. Natural. If there's no natural predators there, they're gonna yeah.
I was gonna say, did you know that during I think it was either the 60s, 70s, or 80s, there was a Native American tribe that took over Alcatraz and called it they claimed it as their own land, and they were able to. This was like, yeah, basically what. Am I on mute?
no.
No, I was just
Okay.
listening because you're still talking.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering, like, what the fuck? No, but mind you, I learned this all from Drunk History, so I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure
Well,
Well,
it's
there's some
accurate.
truth to it, but the stuff
There's
they
probably
say-
some vague truth to it, but like,
But basically, I guess there's this one guy that like this casino entrepreneur guy that wanted to buy Alcatraz as a casino, but these people, they were like this native. I can't remember what tribe it was, but
oh,
They're in,
okay, I looked it up.
they were in the Bay Area, and so they read this thing about this peace treaty that was signed, saying that I guess the tribe could claim any land that was theirs back, and so they claimed back Alcatraz, and so they started like a little. I guess it'd be like a little colony on.
It was a
Alcatraz.
protest. It was a
Yeah.
protest.
It was like a protest.
19-month-long protest.
That's a long ass time.
I was gonna ask, what do you guys think about the people that escaped from Alcatraz? Do you think they made it or
No,
not?
none of them never made it. There's no.
Of course
fucking
not.
way.
I don't know.
I can't even swim for that long.
I've heard reports of people. They said that they've gotten like postcards from people that are relatives of the people that escaped. They said they've gotten postcards from them from like Brazil, or that like when one of their relatives died, they've seen this mysterious like person dressed up as like a woman attending the funeral, and then they just leave and they think that it might have been them. There's so much conspiracy theories with that.
No, I've heard a lot.
Oh,
I've heard a lot of stuff on it. It's been a hot minute, so like my memory's a little foggy on it. But like, I mean, it's like because I forget it was like 4 people. I think it was like they know for sure like one of them I think died at like during the escape or something, just from like there wasn't a lot of evidence, but of the evidence they could find of like what got cast on the like shore later on and stuff like that, like. But they said like there technically like is a chance that they honestly were able to just like make a break for it. Because I think they had like they didn't have like a makeshift raft, but they were able to basically like it wasn't just them swimming in the ocean. Like it wasn't just pure body in the ocean. But like yeah, there have been. I remember hearing like there have been reports of like even like people like years later when they try to like they use different technology to be like this is what this person would look like in about 10 years. No, like about, and they would be like, oh, there's this person that lived over here that looked like that, like, which isn't much to go on, but like, there have been reports of people of like mysterious things being like, that doesn't make sense, but it could easily be like, yeah, that was that person that escaped, but obviously they just changed their name and like, just lived low key.
yo, you know what I just thought about? Remember how like when we were younger, like the Bermuda Triangle. Did everybody just stop caring about the Bermuda Triangle, or what happened
Make
to
any
it?
sense. I don't know.
It still
doesn't make any
exists. I have a
sense.
scar from it.
I know from the Bermuda. Wait,
Huh?
what?
A scar.
I went to Bermuda once and I got a scar.
You went to Bermuda and you came back.
What?
Hell yeah, dude.
Everybody comes back. It's literally, it doesn't.
Well,
make
not
any
everybody,
sense.
but some people do. Yeah, vast majority of people that visit Bermuda come back, but statistically speaking, there are people that go to Bermuda and don't come back.
I'm pretty sure you're a clone now.
No, I'm not. But I can tell you, like,
A clone would say that.
Yeah, a clone would say that.
I don't think a clone wants the issues I have, though. But
Womp womp.
yeah, I'm actually like sad though because like the scar I got from Bermuda is like fading and it's like impossible to see now. But I know where it is. But it was like I was a kid and we went to Bermuda on a like a cruise vacation that had a stop in Bermuda and back when they weren't like so expensive and vacation points could pay for cruises, but you know, and it was my mom, dad, and I, and it was like we were walking on this beach and there's like these really sharp rocks, and I guess I slipped and cut my leg, and the thing, yeah, it's fine, and but the thing is like with the bacteria in like the ocean water and like specifically like the sharp rocks, like there's a specific name for those rocks, but I'm blanking right now.
Coral.
No, it wasn't coral. It wasn't. I know. I was thinking coral, but it wasn't coral. It was something else. That it's like the bacteria in those types of waters are like so aggressive that like it immediately scarred. Like it literally like bled, scarred immediately, and I had this like slice down the front of my of my lower leg, and like most people would be like, oh my god, but I was like, yo, this is badass, and I was like that kid walk around and be like, yo, look at this, like, this was from Bermuda, so I was like, yeah, Bermuda tried to kill me, look at this badass scar I have. Like, yeah, it was all because like we were walking on this beach thing from some excursion, I want to say, and I guess a turtle, that's what it was, a turtle came up on the shore, and they're like, oh, you can walk over to just so you can see the turtle, but obviously like stay far away from the turtle itself. And we were coming back to go on the turtle, and I was walking on the rocks, and I slipped and sliced my leg. But because I was like younger, and obviously as you grow, like it just kind of healed out, and it's still there, very faint, but it makes me sad because like of course when I was younger the scar took up more of my leg, but like as you grow obviously the scar just got smaller and smaller. So it was like, damn, it's not as cool now that I think about it. Like, that and like scars can fade the more you tan, and like because it's on my leg, like it would just fade so much.
I was gonna say, what's that Joker thing? He's like, do you know how I got these scars?
Yeah, do you know how I got these scars?
He just tore it. Do you know how I got the scar?
Honestly, that was basically me when I was like 11. I was like, yeah, like I think like summer, because like when you're wearing shorts, like obviously the lower half of like your legs are exposed, and I was like, yo. Anytime someone's like, yo, what happened? I was like, oh, do you want to know? I was like, yeah, I thought that was really cool. I mean, I guess it kind of is. It's the only time I've been to Bermuda and I came out with a scar that's permanently on my body. That, and I have a tiny, actually I can see it right now, it's across my room. I got a tiny little bottle. It's literally like the size of my finger. Just a tiny bottle full of sand, because Bermuda sand's pink. Because it's crushed up coral.
Ooh.
Is that Otis?
Yes.
Is he
You sound like he's going through it.
I'll be right back.
This man is... Open a door for that man.
Yeah.
Would y'all rather be a pirate or a cowboy?
Like, are we talking, like, I mean, it depends on the time period, I guess.
Right now.
Honestly, probably a cowboy. Mainly just because, like, when I was younger, apparently I had, like, a fascination with cowboys. Also, just, like, I don't know. I feel like it'd be cool to just be, like, have a place. You have horses and shit. You have all the animals, and you're like, yo, yeah. And just riding a horse would be fun.
I would most definitely be a pirate. I have a pirate flag. I used to have a bird, but anyway.
Oh shit, that's true. I do have Asher. I literally already have a parrot. Shit.
Yes.
Ah, damn it.
Okay.
Oh, we're having the discussion of would you rather be a pirate or a cowboy? And Dr. Doom would much rather be a pirate. Like, I already have a pirate flag. My ship would be called SS Dr. Doom the second.
The second.
The second. And then there's Danger Noodle.
Dr. Thug.
Oh my god, Dr. Thug. Why do I always say Dr. Doom?
But the ship is called Dr. Doom.
Yes. The ship is Dr. Doom the second. And I am Dr. Thug with Danger Noodle.
Oh, we're gonna be
and then we would have
soon.
Stop.
Like, pirates are cool. I just feel like there's a lot more risk.
Pirates?
Yeah. Just out at sea, like, in general.
I was gonna say,
sea
like,
has so
back
much more
then,
threats.
I was gonna say, even well, I don't know. I mean, shit, if you're like out in the like wrestling cattle and you trip on a rock, is like that's a death sentence back then.
Yeah, if you had
Like,
diarrhea,
No, that's
if you
true,
had
that's
diarrhea
true.
In the West,
I
you're
thought,
done.
but you're also talking, Mia also said, like, right now.
Yeah, right now.
Like, present day.
Oh, yeah,
Wait,
like
are you
right
talking
now.
about
I don't, that's
Also,
Pirates?
like, no offense, like, if you're
No.
going on a pirate ship going through people's territories, do you think the Navy, like, countries' navies are gonna have any of that shit?
No, they're gonna blow to smithereens and then
Exactly.
Not smithereens. Okay, so let's take it back. If we went back in time when pirates and cowboys were legal and weren't getting blown to smithereens.
Yeah,
I don't think they were ever legal. They were just were
you know
able
what
to.
I mean?
They were
Like,
just
they were
able to get
They
away
were
with the
able to
shit
get
they
away with
did.
stuff, yeah.
I would still most definitely be a pirate. Pirates are just so cool.
That's fair. I don't know. I mean, because there's a lot of, like, I like both ideas. I guess it's just like, I guess I'm just like a pansy, and I'm like, I'm scared. So I'm probably like, cowboy's probably the safe bet. Also, wait, your name has cowboy in it. Your name literally on Discord has cowboy in it, and you're like, fuck cowboys.
I mean, I like the idea of being a cowboy. Now look, let me tell you. In the summertime, I'd be a pirate. In the wintertime, I'd be a cowboy. In the fall time, I'd be
wait,
okay,
hold up.
so
you just said you had to pick, and now you're out here be like, I'm a player with both. You gotta pick a side.
I mean, I'm the puppet master. You all are just the puppets, because I am.
Oh, no.
Look, I'm just gonna be a cowboy with a parrot. So I guess I'm both, but I got my parrot. She's coming with me. Hell yeah.
Yes. Yeehaw.
She is very angry
Man,
today.
I'm choosing to be a cowboy. I couldn't do the same.
Why?
Because I don't want scurvy.
What is scurvy?
You don't have scurvy?
Didn't we talk about scurvy one time?
Mm-hmm.
Please.
Gotta drink that Florida's natural orange juice.
With pulp.
Yes.
Orange juice?
I don't know, like, orange juice without pulp creeps me out.
Really?
No,
It doesn't seem like true orange juice.
Pulp orange juice is disgusting.
I
Who
can't
are you
drink it
barking
with pulp. I just like choke on it. I'm like,
Why are you barking at the Shotty. Okay.
Orange juice with pulp? I don't know. I kind of like it with pulp. It's not.
I don't like to chew my beverages.
Right, thank you.
It's not like it's like 99. It's not like you're drinking 99% pulp.
I've had some really pulpy ones before, and I'm like, this is disgusting.
Just Florida's natural 100% pulp.
Basically, like, I'm just like, you know what? To each their own, but this is fucking disgusting.
Thank you.
I'm like, not my cup of tea. Because the thing is, the only thing that's different is, one is it like just. Like, they just smash the orange and throw it in a cup, and the other is they put that through a fucking filter. Like, that is literally the only difference. They just filtered out the pulp, so you don't have to be like, when you drink it.
I don't mind the
Why are you barking?
That's the thing, I just don't mind the pulp.
Oh, I don't know. It might just also be because, like, especially during, like, spring and shit, like, my throat literally, like, swells. So, like,
Oh yeah, my shit be
So
fucked
like
up.
drinking beverages and shit, like if there's like pulp and it sticks to like my already like swollen throat, like I am like choking.
Dead.
So
Oh,
yeah, I'm like I am done diddly dead basically. So that's why I'm like I don't like that stuff because basically when I drink it, it feels like it's out to get me.
yo, I have lost my car keys for the 16th time today. I can't keep doing this.
Dude!
I cannot keep doing this. I bought like a little the beepers
you have like
to
a
put on my
lanyard?
keys.
You
Yeah,
put
I
them
bought
on
the
a lanyard.
beepers. Yeah, I bought the beepers to put on my keys, so when I lose it, I can use the phone app. But I haven't put it on my keys. So,
That is
I
half
found
the battle.
them.
Okay, that's good, that's good.
It really is truly half the battle, and quite frankly, I'm tired of fighting.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I'm sorry. I saw this one thing, and it was like, somebody please tell God that I am not one of his strongest soldiers. Like, I was like, y'all better stop playing with God. But that was kind of funny. Like God, I'm not. I mean, he was like the
Hey,
weapons,
homie, like
right? The weapons they prospering. Like, that's hilarious. I'm sorry. It's really funny.
you good. Yep, okay, that's what I thought that was. Alright.
Yes.
It was like pitched out and slightly glitching, and I was like, what? And I'm like, is that what I think it is? And I'm like, yep, yes it is.
Wait, what
Yes,
happened?
perfect.
Do you
I
know
was
like
singing-
the tune like in the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight?
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mia was just humming that.
Is that a lizard? What is that? Oh my god. Oh, it's a bee.
Oh.
Y'all, I'll be right back.
It's a bee.
I gotta go pick up
I got it.
something from Walmart.
Mia, are you okay?
Huh?
Yeah.
Is everything alright over there?
Oh, yeah, I gotta go pick up something. I'll be right back.
Alright.
It's a
Alright.
It's a bee. I got it.
Stop. Now, have y'all seen the thing where that little boy, he was like, I got stung by a wasp? It's so funny.
I
Like,
am not.
I'm gonna have to find.
No, sir. I have not. Yo, should we? I don't know if we discussed this like too much in detail about the trip we're taking.
I mean, that's on you guys.
I mean, do y'all want to talk about that?
I mean, that's on you guys, and if you want to share the information. Because, I mean, I'm not...
Gabe, Mia.
Mia had to go.
Oh,
That's what they were saying before, that they have to go pick something up, then they'll be back.
Gabe.
I was trying to think of something to mess like with the trip, like, oh yeah, we're going to the Congo or something. But
So we're taking a 2-week trip to the Sahara Desert, or actually South Sudan. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
yes,
Nice.
No, it'll feel hot. It'll be hot as fuck.
Oh, yeah. Especially, with masks. You just have to make sure, like, you guys don't get, like, dehydrated.
Yeah, I wanted you to go, Tori.
It just, this summer's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, you will be there in spirit.
Yeah, no, I'll be there in spirit.
And you'll be there for, well, the only reason I was gonna say is because we're probably gonna be doing a Couch Corp episode there.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, do a. I mean, we'll talk about it more next episode, I guess. Or if Mia comes back, we'll talk about it more.
Yeah. Oh,
So.
Lucky, did you just cry for me? Where's my cat? Sorry, like maternal instincts are kicking in. I'm like, where's my child? My child is calling for me.
Nice.
Lucky,
So
what's
we're about almost an hour in. Do y'all want to go ahead and do the whole spiel?
What spiel?
The ending.
Oh, you want to end it here?
I mean, yeah, if y'all want to. I've got some stuff I gotta get done.
Yeah, no, that's
So-
fine.
so-
We can we can wrap it.
Yeah. So I guess we'll talk about that the next episode then. So at the end.
Yeah,
something.
I mean, because I think it's also just like, especially if you guys want to plan stuff out, like doing podcast stuff on the go during the trip, just having a formal plan before we go. Like, yo, guys, we're gonna do this, and it's like when it happens, we're like, oh,
Yeah.
maybe not.
Yeah. So we'll talk about it next time, I guess, or we'll figure out something. So either way.
Yeah, we'll just do some planning off stream before we consult.
Yeah, for real.
So we're not just on the fly being like, yeah, we can do this, and then like months later we're like, oh, is that realistic?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it will be. It's just.
I'm just joking around.
Yeah, no, I get you. Okay, if you want to go follow, or actually go follow us. Go follow us on Twitter, on Instagram, on any social media out there. If it has a Couch Corp name, it's probably us. So do go follow us out there. We have announcements, anything, maybe some giveaways, never know. So do go follow our Discord. If you go follow our Discord, you'll get the announcements quicker. We'll be on there to respond to anybody, anything, anyone. So yeah, we post on Discord all the time. Stream announcements, giveaways, anything will be on there. Yeah, and go join our Patreon. If you could join our Patreon, please go join our Patreon. It does help us out with the podcast. If you get the top tier, you get a drawing done in our art style in whatever you want within reason. Please note that within reason. If it's crazy or something weird, like we're probably not going to do it. We're going to ask you to redo or re-choose what you want.
Yeah, and even then, it's like, as long as you aren't like asking for something outlandish, you're probably not going to be asked to pick something else.
Yeah, it's just keep it in reason, and also I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. I think maybe. Oh yeah, I should announce this. We're probably going to be doing some Clubhouse chats soon. They're not going to be recorded. They're not going to be anything. We're just going to hang out and just have a good time. So if y'all have Clubhouse, or if somebody has a Clubhouse, get the invite to get on Clubhouse and come hang out with us, because it's a fun little thing that I've experienced it for the past few months with other things, and I think it would be a good idea for the podcast. So if you have a Clubhouse, do go on there. If you can look me up, add me, follow me, whatever on there, and then we'll set up a room. And anytime we ever set up a room, you'll get pinged, and you can join us there. So.
Yeah, and I can get information from Will and add that into the info section. So it's there for reference for how to go through the process of getting that done. That does remind me, though, I just saw this, like, the other day. It must be a new thing they added. That, like, even on Twitter now, people can do, like, I forget what they called them. But they called them, I think they're called, like, share rooms on Twitter. That it's literally just, like, basically what Clubhouse is, where it's just, like, kind of like what this is, just people sit and listen.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, it's crazy just, like, how many platforms are like, hey, let's just, like, slap this on here.
Yeah, I mean, we'll figure out a way to do something like that. I don't know. The reason I said Clubhouse is because it's very the listeners that pop in are the actual listeners and are not like bots or something. So we'll figure something out. We'll get something together. The reason I just did Clubhouse was because it was there and it's well known. So I don't know. We'll figure something.
No, I was just mentioning the Twitter thing just because I literally just found out about it like the other day.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, I only did because like actually some content creators I follow like did one, and someone uploaded like basically they screen recorded, like they just made a makeshift podcast just on like Twitter, and I was like, oh, that's a thing. And I think they like just added it.
Yeah.
Or like it was a thing but no one used it, and now like they must have like updated it so it's like more user friendly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, that's neat. So who knows? We'll probably just play around with stuff.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Either way, go on there, join our Discord, follow us on any social media. If it has a Couch Corp name, it's probably us. And yeah, go interact in the Discord. We love to have interactions in the Discord. It's fun. It's really fun. Trust me. So, yeah, without further ado, Gabe, take it away.
Ladies and gents and everything, sadly that time has come again where we must go back to our cold, dark, happy, and fulfilling lives. But fear not, tune in next Saturday for another episode of Couch Corp, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, and if you live in a different time zone, y'all can Google that shit. Until then, tell your mom to call me. Stay safe.
Well, he just cut out out of nowhere.
Oh shit, really?
Well, it just said stay safe and then it ended.
Yeah, it just ended in the end.
Damn.
Eh.
Damn. Well,
It ended
y'all
on
get
a
the
good note.
picture. Just tell your mom to call me.
That's the important message
Yeah.
that Gabe wants to say.
Of course. You know. So, yeah. So, be there next Saturday. 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll catch you then. Stay safe and bye.